12-year-old back in here.
12-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 20, whatever. You're all welcome. We'll do hiring things for our technical support. And we'll drop his name right now, Jackson Wright, and his YouTube channel. He's been doing a great job with our technical support. He's not here to fix issues like we just had.
Yep. When he gets our technology going, he becomes my best friend.
Good job. Did that finish the list?
Got two more.
I've already scratched them all. Which two do we need?
I'll let you know.
All right, you got it.
You got one that's not scratched out.
Do
I may have missed one.
I? Okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't get that one.
Yeah. So we were talking football.
Yeah, those two. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right.
What we like?
So the Titans, there's no situation where the Titans blow the Ravens out.
No.
But I feel that it is going to be a blowout from the Ravens' point of view. But I want to know the answer to this, and I haven't heard anybody talking about this. Between the Ravens and the Titans, there are 5 Heisman Trophy winners. The Ravens have 3 and the Titans have 2. Mm-hmm. Has there ever been more Heisman Trophy winners on a field at the same time?
I don't know, but I do know there was a period where the Raiders had several.
Yeah.
On the backside of their couple of winning seasons they had, I think they had 5 on the team, if I'm not mistaken.
That's interesting.
I could be wrong. But yeah, Al Davis was going all out for
Heisman winners,
and usually they were on the backside of their career, even when they stretched their career out a season too far. But yeah, they had a season or maybe 2 where they had several on the team.
I would like to know that research. I mean, to me, 5 Heisman Trophy winners on the field, and it could be 5 on one team or 5 between 2 teams or whatever. But to me, 5 Heisman Trophy winners on the same field for a playoff game sounds really good.
Yeah.
Of course, 2 of those Heisman Trophy winners out of those 5 are bench-sitting quarterbacks. But that's neither here nor there.
Right.
Didn't the Titans at one point have 3 on the roster at the same time?
It's possible. Yeah, it's very possible.
So I've got chalk. Ravens, Chiefs, Packers, Niners.
Now, all home teams.
All home teams.
All home teams. All right, I'm going to go upset Titans. And I agree on the rest. Now, I'll tell you what. The Ravens are awesome. They're not a one-dimensional team, but they are one-dimensional, and their quarterback is the multi-dimensional player.
Right.
So, if they can figure out a way to stop the quarterback, which is going to be tough because you're stopping the pass and the run. That's tough to do.
But he does like to turn the ball over sometimes.
Oh, yeah. You can rattle a quarterback.
That's right.
And I'm going to go with the hope that he's going to try to make so many big plays that he's going to make a couple of big errors. And that's what I'm hoping for. But, they're exciting to watch.
Now, I want the Titans to win, both being around Nashville and everything else. But I think the Titans, out of all 4 games of the underdogs, I think the Titans have the best chance to upset the team they're playing.
Yeah, and I would even say they're the biggest underdog out of all these teams.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Titans have already beat the Chiefs.
They were underdog last week, too.
They were underdog last week, too. Ding dong, the witch is dead. They've already beat the Chiefs. Now, they beat the Chiefs at home, and it was a struggle win, but it's
a win.
They've already beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They have not beat though they beat the Texans last week of the season when they were sitting all their starters.
Right,
yeah.
I would rather see them play the Chiefs than the Texans for the 3rd time.
Right. But the Titans have a good chance to go to the Super Bowl if they get past the Ravens.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're set to go to the Super Bowl. I'm saying they have a good chance if they get past the Ravens.
I think if the Chiefs beat the Texans, I truly think the Chiefs. Now, I'll tell you a good AFC championship would be the Chiefs and Ravens. That's two incredible quarterbacks.
Two incredible quarterbacks.
But, I still say I think the Chiefs are going to play in the Super Bowl. I'm going to go with the Chiefs and 49ers for the Super Bowl.
Chiefs and 49ers. I'm not ready to pick my Super Bowl pick yet. All right.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. And you're a Raiders fan picking the Chiefs. That's even worse. All right, so I've got a question that's been coming up. It's been coming up for a couple weeks now, and a lot of people have said, Sean, why don't y'all talk about this on the BS show? And I keep saying, yeah, we're going to, and I'm finally going to talk about it. All right, January 1st of 2020. Was that the start of the new decade, or does the new decade start in 21? Go ahead, Brad.
I think technically it starts in 21. There was no year zero. But
well, that is
have a tough time.
That is actually
that to the masses or getting.
My understanding is that is actually the correct answer. And it's never even came. This is what my 4th decade I've lived in. So this is the 3rd decade turn I've experienced, and I've never heard this discussed before. I don't know why all of a sudden it's like, you know what, this decade hadn't started yet.
Yeah. Well, it was a big talked about some when we went to the 2000.
Right, when you went through the millennial.
Are we officially in it, or is it still 2001? And there was a lot of talk about it then. But he was a little kid.
Yeah, well, no,
you weren't even driving yet.
I was driving to the 2001. I was an adult for the 2001 one. But I mean, there was even, and if you remember, watch Seinfeld much like you and I do.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
That's right. If you watch Seinfeld the way you and I do, there was even a Seinfeld episode about this for the millennial because Kramer and Newman were trying to throw a millennial party, and he goes, "Both of you are wrong. The millennial starts next year." Just walks out the door.
Yeah, blew their mind.
And that's about the first time I remember this discussion ever coming up.
Yeah. You don't hear it very often, but it's true. I mean, I think technically it's the 01 of the new decade.
Yeah. I think technically, but I want to know who actually believes, like...
who would argue that it's not?
How's the weather up here today? The weather's good. Weather's real good.
Divine.
Brad Robinson says, "Love the new background." We're in the beach.
Yes. Yeah, this is our background. See my hair blow?
Nobody's called us to tell us where we are yet. So if you're there watching, just be sure to let us know you're here. But so the new decade, I'm gonna go with it's probably correct that it starts in 01, but I don't see there any fault in saying, hey, it started last week.
Yeah.
A decade's just 10 years. You decide what 10 years you want to talk about. It could be the 5 to 5, you think. Who cares? You be you.
Do it.
All right, coat drive. We got a stack of coats we're going to go deliver out tomorrow to the homeless veterans with the VA. If you got some coats that you need to get rid of, if you want to buy some coats for homeless veterans, it is really chilly outside right now. The least we can do for these homeless vets is give them something warm to wear so when they're outside. These people almost paid the ultimate risk, and they gave a big part of their heart and soul to fighting for your freedom. So let's give them some stuff warm to wear and bring it to our office, 108 North Spring. If you're in Murfreesboro, you call us up. We'll come to your house and pick it up too.
Yeah, and my ask is make us make 2 trips this time.
Yeah.
We got a good amount, not a car load, but make us either cram one so full or make us make 2 trips.
Right. Yeah.
This is a good time to start getting those coats.
And we do this
because it's going to be more cold more consistently for the rest of the winter.
And we do this coat drive all the way through February.
Yeah.
So let's do several car loads, and let's make several trips per load. Let's make several trips.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So let's let us know where and how we can get those coats from you. All right. So we get the coat drive. News story you can't believe. That's how we always end these episodes. This is Brad's.
Do this one. I don't remember the detail.
This was Brad's, and this comes out of the state of Florida. Christmas Eve. A gentleman got done with his dadly duties on Christmas Eve.
Careful what you wish for.
Careful what you wish for. He goes.
Santa delivers.
He nestles up tightly in his bed, and he's asleep. And he hears a little rattling in the other room. No problem. He just figures Santa's on the way, and he goes back to bed. And any age and size with the coats, absolutely. If you've got coats, we'll take any age and size. We'll come get them. You can bring them by our office, either one. We just want to make sure these vets are taken care of. So yeah, any size, J's, anything. We did talk about Titans talk. Brad's got Titans with the upset this weekend. I've got a Ravens blowout or a close Titans victory, but I'm going to go Ravens blowout. So that answers the questions on the text box right now. All right, so news story you can't believe. So here's rustling in the other room. He just figures Santa's made his appearance, eating the cookies and milk. and the guy goes back to sleep. About an hour later or 45 minutes later, the gentleman wakes up to finding another man sucking on his toes while he's asleep.
Really?
Police were called. I guess the guy broke into the wrong house. He was thinking he was going into his girlfriend's house.
Talk about a surprise on both ends. Huh?
Talk about a surprise on both ends. But how do you not tell the difference between a man's foot and a woman's foot?
I don't know. I would think if you are one that did that you'd be able to tell. Maybe it was a new girlfriend.
Maybe it was a new girlfriend. Man, she has man feet. So, everybody, before you break into someone's house to suck on their toes,
check the
address. Make sure there's pictures
of the ruler against the foot.
Like, walk through the house and go, you know what? The person's toes I was going to suck, none of these pictures match that person.
Right, yeah.
Really? I didn't know this person had a kid.
And I just wonder if, she got mad that the dude actually never showed up.
It may have been a rendezvous type thing. They had this set up from the get-go and all this.
Yeah. And what was crazy...
J.R. Eastman said he just threw up in this trash can.
Well, I heard that the guy that broke into the house got sick too because he was lactose intolerant. Boom!
All right, so we've before we got cut off for technical difficulties, we dropped all of our songs except for one. So I'm really hoping that the guy who got his toes sucked didn't take the girl.
Right.
Oh!
Yep. Got it marked off.
I got it marked off. I wasn't quite sure. Mr. Robinson, or Brad Robinson, said, my wife walked into the show mid-story and said, what are you listening to?
Sorry. He's in the doghouse now.
That's why we love these news stories you can't believe, and most of them are out of Florida, because you never know the story. I mean, these stories are so unbelievable, but they're real news stories.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is real.
And while you're watching the news or scavenging the news or something like that, if you come across a news story that you said, look, Brad and Sean have got to talk about this story on the BS show, send it to us.
Yeah, please do.
We've done, I can't tell you how many we've actually put on the show because of that.
Yeah. There's been several.
There's been several. And same with top threes. If you come up with a top three going, yeah, I would really like to know other people's opinions on the top three, send them those as well. If you're watching this, not live, comment. Let us know what your top three commercials were. Shoot, let us know what you think about the news story you can't believe today. We'll be back Friday. That'll be the 109th. Is that right? 109th. So Monday, a week from today, we'll be at 110.
110.
So we are... the guy lying in bed getting his toes sucked looked up and said, I like it, I love it, I want some more of it.
Love it.
Love it. Love it. All right, we'll be back Friday.
Very good.
Very good. Very good.
I'm out of water. Our song list is done. It's time to go.
Time to go. And we're going to say goodbye from...
where are we at?
Where are we at? I forgot.
Guess where we are.
Guess where we are.
We're live. It's a huge giveaway.
We're live from there. Yeah. We've already told you what state we're in. We just figured you would guess. All right. Friday at 12 o'clock, we'll be live from M&T Park or M&T Bank Stadium, whatever it's called.
Ravens
home field. We'll be live from there, 12 o'clock on Friday. If you got real estate needs, buy, sell, whatever you got, let us know. We'll be glad to help you. And we're always happy to work those referrals. We're